If I were a Haitian born in Haiti, I would try to make Haiti better. Hard to believe, given that you were born in America and are trying to make America worse. Hi there, everybody. It's me, your host for today, Robin Nelson. That's right. That's also the name of my YouTube channel that you can find linked down below, right above or beneath my Blue Sky account as well, where you can follow me. So anyway, let's get going, man. Why are libs always so ugly? Do you ever wonder why your kids don't talk to you anymore? You look masculine AF. One of the rare people I would forgive for using they-them pronouns. Well, I'm perfectly fine with my appearance, and the input from a guy who looks like if Roald Dahl wrote a villain used car dealer does not affect me. Good God, I don't think I said that man's name correctly, Roald Dahl. I'm not sure, I've just never heard his name said out loud, but if I got it right, yay me. If I got it wrong, well, goddammit. Do you think J.K. Rowling deserved a bronze statue in Edinburgh for her incredible contributions to literature? New gender-neutral bathroom just dropped. I remember seeing so many people make that exact joke, and I appreciated it. Good joke. Why do billionaires care if they lose all their money? They'll just make it back with their superhuman work ethic, right? Besides, if they become the poors, then all the money will simply trickle back down to them until they're rich again. Basic economics, people. Or they'll just get on that sweet benefits train that's so cushy. Yeah, billionaires are so cool, they work so hard. Bank of America will charge low-income customers a $12 per month, or $12 per month, excuse me, for their checking accounts unless they have $1,500 in there, or monthly direct deposits of at least $250. 5 days ago, Bank of America reported 2.4 quadrillion in earnings for 1 quarter. Today, they announced they're going to nickel and dime their poorest customers. Yeah, that's banks for you, baby. That's banks. Hell, that's also becoming credit unions, too. This shit's getting obnoxious, okay? Oh, man, something's gonna change. It's getting a little cartoony out there. Teach your kids about socialism by making them clean the bathroom. Then, pay them $10. Then, take $7 of those dollars and give those $7 to their sibling who didn't work. I bet your child won't be a socialist for long. Well, but that's literally capitalism, though. Worker does all the work, most of the profits go to the boss, who sat on his ass doing fuck all. Every time. Every time. Backwards hat at Christmas Eve service. You cannot make this up. Bro, you're at a mega church. Your priest is gonna flash his Venmo QR code, then fly off the stage into a smoke machine. Thanks, Park City at Vail Resorts and the Striking Ski Patrol. Really creating a fun and safe environment. I hope the lawsuits begin to trickle in and every one of you feel financial pain for your negligence. Really wealthy people finding out a small group of working class people can strike and fuck up their day, ruin their vacation, and cost them time and money is my favorite reason to support strikes. I love that they're bitching about the ski patrol too. Really creating a fun and safe environment. I don't care about your fun and safe environment, bitch. I need to be paid enough to pay rent. And if I live in Vail, that's almost impossible. People are so desperate for a class solidarity moment that they're ignoring the fact that Luigi Mangione comes from one of the wealthiest families in Maryland and his brother blah, blah, blah. The class traders that come from wealth are a good thing. We want people who are well-connected and have lawyer money to empathize with us and stick their necks out for those of us who can't. And boy, oh boy, did he certainly do that. Sex is for making children. Any man who has sex with women because it feels good is gay. Oh, my pee-pee feels good. This is great. He did not say this, right? In fact, if you're 40 with less than 5 children, you're probably gay. Okay. I mean, I'm not 40 yet, I'm just saying. All that feel-good pee-pee sex and hardly any genetic legacy? I have never seen a full-grown man struggle so hard with a closet door. Like, come on, who would care? Andrew, no one would give a shit, man. You can be gay, no one cares. It's fine, nothing wrong with being gay, Andrew, okay? I'm just saying, nothing wrong. Loser. Millennials may not be having kids or getting married right now, but this generation is investing in home ownership with a twist. They're co-buying houses with friends. What part of we're poor aren't you people understanding? This isn't some feel-good story. Many of us wanted families and homes for our families, but we're opting for co-ownership instead. It's the only way. It's the only goddamn way, man. I have completely resigned myself to the fact that I'm never going to own a home. I'm never going to be able to do that. It's not going to be possible for me, and it's not going to be possible for millions and millions and millions of other people. It is insane. I can't even do this as an option. Buying a house with friends, I can't do that. That's not going to happen, and it sucks, and no one gives a shit. No one that has the power to really do anything about it cares in any way, shape, or form. You know, let's just keep raising the prices until it all explodes. You know it's cold outside when you go outside and it's cold. Who's running this account? No, that makes sense. I feel like they deserve the job. Genuinely. Breaking. Arrest warrant issued for South Korean President Yoon? Is it Yoon? Over martial law declaration. I like countries that have consequences for insurrection. Who else wants to bring back real light bulbs in 2025? Our political leaders will literally talk about anything except the housing crisis. Also, what do you mean real light bulbs? The ones that made your power bill 10, 20, 30% more expensive depending on the household? Those ones? The ones that would burn out after like a week and a half of normal use? Those ones? When we moved into the house that we're in now, we replaced every single light with LED bulbs, as is kind of par for the course these days. That was years ago. One of them died, but then it came back to life mysteriously the next day. And I don't understand the real light bulbs thing. F*** off. We don't like LED headlights because they're too bright and never aimed correctly. None of us have a problem with LED light bulbs. Significantly less dangerous, significantly more efficient, and they help everyone. The baby you abort could have cured cancer. Yeah, well, that gay kid you bullied into committing suicide could have cured cancer. The 14-year-old who died in a school shooting could have cured cancer. The baby you traumatized by separating it from its parents and putting it in a cage could have cured cancer. They all had a heartbeat too. Yeah, but they don't care about those ones. Texas lawmakers consider the death penalty for abortion. So pro-life, they'll kill ya. Name a behavior that isn't labeled as a form of mental illness, but you feel like it should. Defending billionaires who wouldn't spit on you if you were on fire. They could not care less about their fellow man. They have no need to. They've won the game harder than anybody ever imagined possible. They have won permanently. I've only seen like one billionaire my entire life, maybe two, that seem to actually really give a flying f*** about anybody else and are doing what they can to sort of get rid of the money that they have before they go. Like, I don't know, man. It's all sick. Our hero of the day is Mackenzie Scott, the ex-wife of Jeff Bezos. This week, Elon Musk said Scott was destroying Western civilization by donating hundreds of millions to women's charities and causes. Her response was to double her donations. I want to know right now, why Elon Musk would claim that her donating shit tons of money to women's charities would be destroying Western civilization. Go ahead, explain it to me, Elon, or someone who thinks the same way as Elon in the comments. I'm curious, what the f*** does that mean? How does that work? Huh? I'm all ears, baby. Fellow stoners, we won. Companies are so desperate to fill jobs, they're getting rid of drug tests. The drugs won the war on drugs. Dude, the drugs won that war day one. It was over day one. They never actually cared about getting drugs off the streets, man. What's better than one billionaire? A classless society where everybody eats. Really? A picture of that guy? You posted sure, this picture was probably taken or posted way before what came to light, but, oh, never mind, dude. Why does this generation seem to be so against having kids? Well, it's hard to romanticize bringing kids into the world when you're still debating if you can afford rent and eggs this. I don't understand it. Jenny, how did that question pop into your head and you actually couldn't figure out an answer? It's not that the generation is against having children. So many people I meet from my generation and the younger generations have said that they would love the idea. But they're not rich, because now you have to be rich. And I know there are a lot of parents out there that aren't. And they do their goddamn best. They do amazingly their goddamn best to make sure that the child they had, whether it was on purpose or not, has a life and is cared for the best they possibly can. But so many of us have wanted to and realized, I can't do that. I can't do that to them. I'm not going to do that to them. And those that are dealing with it, I'm incredibly proud of you for all the hard work you put in every day for your kids. Incredible shit. But, like he said, it's hard to romanticize having kids when you can't afford your own rent or food today, or anything like that. So Jenny, maybe you could have thought for an extra 5 seconds before you posted that question. If you're Irish and you complain about Britain erasing culture but can't even speak the language or don't know shit about Ireland before 1910, then just shut your cake hole, nobody cares. Them being Irish and not being able to speak the language or not knowing shit about Ireland before 1910 is a direct result of Britain erasing culture. You goddamn vitamin D deficient circus clown. 13-year-old uses his Make-A-Wish to feed his city's homeless for a year. If you look at this more than half a second, you realize, that they're saying this city required a child sacrifice to feed their citizens. Ghoul shit. Breaking. A bill has been filed in Florida to ban the display of Pride, BLM, and other political flags on government property in the state. Does this include the Confederate flag? Oh, you know it doesn't. Man, this was December 17th of last... Damn, that was really recent, dude. When I was a child, no one was autistic, vegan, gluten-free, or confused about their gender. What changed? When I was a child, all the food in the refrigerator appeared there for free. I didn't pay anything at all. What changed? Confused CNN. Why are tons of people offering to pay Luigi's legal costs? Mangione's attorney. I don't know, but Supreme Court says billionaires can give tons of money to candidates and that's free speech. Maybe these people are exercising their free speech. Name something invented by the Germans without Googling. They invented a lot of things without Googling. Simone Biles says she feels, that's how you say her name, right? Feels greedy if she were to return for the 2028 Olympics. I'm at a point in my career where I'm humble enough to know when to be done. Imagine if our elected officials had this kind of consideration. That's badass. That is fire as hell. Like greedy if she were to return. I think she knows she'd just keep winning. She'd just keep winning them medals, right? I get it though. Former Bachelorette star claims he pretended to be transgender as social experiment to expose how gullible and delusional the left is. He pretended to be trans online for 6 months, and liberals left kind comments and conservatives left cruel comments. Groundbreaking. Thanks, Josh. Thank you so much. Billionaires Bill Ackman, Mark Andreessen, and Travis Kalanick are reportedly getting involved in Department of Government efficiency, per Fortune. LMAO, this is literally just gonna be billionaires looting the place under the guise of being efficient. How does everyone not see how f***ing obvious that is? Oh, been asking myself that question for my whole life. Okay, that's not true, not my whole life. I'm not the brightest bulb in the knife drawer, let me tell you that right now, but I don't understand why anybody would have voted for I want billionaires, who, as someone said earlier in a video, in an earlier post on this video, said wouldn't spit on me if I were on fire, to run a part of the government, a department of the government, all about efficiency. Like, if you worked for one of these companies, and you get paid like $1 an hour and get the worst healthcare known to mankind, why would you want that for anybody else? Why would you want that efficiency cast upon anybody else? What is it with all these folks wanting hurt and torment and turmoil that they went through or are going through to be for everyone? I thought the whole point of all of this was to make things better and that's just it, just better. Better all the time for everyone, because eventually that rising tide lifts all boats. Okay, so I don't understand why everything now has to be, I'm suffering and we're all miserable. I want everyone to be miserable. Everyone, including the other poor people like me. I think I know what the answer is. I just don't want to say it. I'm too afraid. I'm too afraid to say it. It just makes me think maybe love itself really isn't enough, or wasn't. Jesus Christ never introduced himself using pronouns. I am he. Like, come on, Laverne, are you f***ing joking? I just had an American energy drink, and at first I was happy to get out from under Canada's BS nanny state caffeine restrictions, but honestly, I'm extremely f***ed up now. I'm practically dissociating. How do you people live like this? It's what we have instead of healthcare. Wait, what are Canada's caffeine restrictions? Hang on, I want to look this up really quick. Energy drinks are limited to, 180 milligrams per serving. That's not even really that crazy of a restriction when you think about it. I think most of the energy drinks I see and consume from are less than that. Like, it's lower than that anyway. I know that we do have a bunch of energy drinks that are way higher than that. I see one, I think it's called Spike, that's like 300 milligrams, and it even says on the can, don't drink any more caffeine. You could poison yourself today. But, that doesn't seem like too crazy a restriction to me, honestly. You guys are so pro-life until it's a living, breathing human who needs healthcare. Example of future housing plans under communism. It's crazy, because that's literally the current housing plan under capitalism. Yeah, I don't understand that either. That doesn't make any sense to me, how someone can look at something that is happening right now in their country that uses a specific economic type, style, whatever, plan, whatever you want to call it, and think, this is the future if we change things. What do you mean? It's happening right now. You took a photo of it. It's right there. My first girlfriend got the ick when I cried after learning my childhood best friend had terminal cancer at 21. Oh, I see. Why do men feel the need to go through things alone? I doubt that was it, but okay. Why do men feel the need to go through things alone? Man shares an anecdote about a woman who answers the question. Another woman immediately proceeds to downplay his experience. Absolutely hilarious lack of self-awareness. What a disrespectful reply. That's just great. Yeah, my first girlfriend got the ick when I cried. I really doubt that was it, but okay. Man, go f*** yourself. All right, there it is. Internet Hall of Fame. He said I am he, not I am he, him. Education is really illegal in the United States, isn't it? Yeah? I mean, it's just always been bad. I mean, maybe it was... No, it's always been shit, hasn't it? If you think conservatives are Nazis, then you don't know much about history. Today's conservatives are as close to Nazism as 8th grade basketball is to the NBA. So, literally playing the same sport, but they're just incompetent at it. No, I agree. No, I got that one. There's a large graveyard filled with my enemies. I do not wish to add to it, but will if given no choice. Those who pick fights with me do so at their own peril, but maybe this is your lucky day. Inequality is so messed up, the richest man in America earns more cringe in a single tweet than the bottom 50% of tweets combined. How did he think of that and post it to the largest stage on the internet? He's standing there alone with a spotlight on himself. And he decided to do the Trilby Discord performance. You know the one. Discord, I'm howling at the moon. You know? Sorry to, I don't mean to make fun of that kid or continue to. I'm sure he's doing way better than I am now or anything. I'm just saying that when that video came out, that was nuclear level, okay? And Elon eclipsed it. He eclipsed it. He straight up truly went... All right, sorry, kid. Now you gotta witness my full power. Tips Trilby. Eyes glow red. Come on. Teleports behind you. Why doesn't Japan need immigration to excel? Why is it only Western countries we hear this about? Well, maybe they don't elect politicians who promise to get rid of their Department of Education? Yeah, that might have something to do with it. Let's look more into Japan. Let's look more into what's up with Japan, huh? Let's do that. Look what I bought for my garden. Did you really wait till 420 to send this? Yes. Mom, you are not funny. You can't make jokes. I made you. No, your mom's got a point there. She doesn't have to be funny, but she'll kill you. If my wife can't do my laundry, then I'd rather marry a fellow man, okay? Because then we'd have a lot of interesting things to talk about, like football. I only want to marry a woman for the labor she can provide, because the truth is I'd rather be with a guy. That is straight up what he just said. Straight up. If my wife can't do laundry, I'd rather f*** the homies, man. Nothing wrong with that, man. You do you. There is nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, that's kind of weird. If you're gay, well, that's just it. You're gay, dude. Doesn't have to be this whole stupid tweet system we got going on here. This thought process is weird. Just live your truth. Be honest with yourself. It's the first day of 2025 and you've wasted it. A new year? Same loser. You've wasted 100% of 2025 so far. You will stay a loser forever. This is the motivational guy so many weirdos look up to. That's the motivation they are getting. Coming from a dude that's not allowed to leave his house. It's great. It's so great. There are people that follow that guy for motivation? Huh? My mom worked as a waitress until she was 73 to help pay for our college. Even helped with loan repayment. Loan forgiveness is just another insult to those who play by the rules. F*** you, Laura. Personally, if it were the early 1990s and I were a Dartmouth-educated attorney and knew that my elderly mother was still working as a waitress in order to pay off student loans, I'd help her not have to do that. But maybe that's just me. Absolutely incredible. Look, there's nothing wrong with your parents going, I still want to help, but if I am doing great, my mom's not paying for anything, okay? As a matter of fact, that's what I strive for. I strive to get to a point where I don't ever, I can absolutely appreciate people wanting to, but I'll have the ability and the comfort spot in my life where I can go, oh, no, don't worry, I got this. Imagine people that can do that without any consequence, but refuse. What's considered trashy if you're poor, but classy if you're rich? Getting money from the government. 9-year-old girl raises over $30,000 to buy prosthetic arm after insurance denial. Donates GoFundMe money to another child. This isn't a heartwarming story. This is a dystopian nightmare. Wow, I'm so happy. That's so crazy. Look at what she did after an insurance company denied her a prosthetic limb that... Oh my God. What insurance company was it? Was it United Healthcare? Bernie Sanders should be forced to give away 90% of his birthday cake. Have you ever been to a birthday party, Mike? Genuinely, that's such an embarrassing tweet. I bet they deleted it immediately because that's the point of the birthday cake? I don't want you to get a birthday cake and then make me eat the whole thing. I don't want to do that. I want to share the birthday cake. That's the point, Mike. Remember when teachers hyped you up about the pizza party and give you this? You know, now that I'm older, I realize that they most likely paid for this out of pocket. This made me appreciate teachers more as they are criminally underpaid. I'm just saying, even if this was the case, the skinny pizza piece and the little cup of soda, even if I did notice that as a kid, which I didn't, I don't give a I was just given a piece of pizza and soda at school. I don't care. How would you give a shit? You were just given food and drink. Shut up. For the record, Christianity is the only religion to ever uphold women as true equals. Every other religion is about suppression through force and coercion. That would explain all those female popes. Breaking. U.S. fertility rate hits record low. Hold the line! If we keep this up, they might give us 3-day weekends. Having zero body count at 18 is a big red flag. Tweeting like this is the biggest red flag on earth. Grow up. Was informed that my rent is increasing in October. So I asked why, and they said, we increase the rent every year because the cost of living goes up every year. My brother in Christ, you are the cost of living. I skied back to the pole again to take this photo for all those men who commented, make me a sandwich on my TEDx talk. I made you a sandwich, ham and cheese. Now ski 37 days and 600 kilometers to the South Pole so you can eat it. Oh, I bet they'll eat it all right, several times on their way up. They're not gonna make it there. You know, every single motherfucker that is typing those comments would probably die about a foot away from the basement. A teacher ran out of sick days to stay with his cancer-stricken daughter, so fellow educators chipped in with all of theirs, adding up to 100 days. Tales from the working class dystopia, repackaged as feel-good stories, are getting old, but they're never gonna stop doing them, are they? Let's make Starfleet Academy real. First step, support a leader that embodies Starfleet values like diversity, inclusion, and ethical behavior. Yeah, I don't think Elon has ever seen anything to do with, man. You think he's ever seen any episodes of any good science fiction show at all? You think he's ever seen an episode of Star Trek or anything like that? I doubt it. I bet the entire time he was going, that's woke. Actually, that's woke right there. I don't believe Picard should do that. I'm stupid. Straight people are so wild today. My coworker informed me that cafes are for women and bars are for men, and her husband refuses to enter Starbucks in case they think he's gay. What's up next in incredibly unnecessary gendering? So the bar he goes to only has guys in it? That doesn't sound very straight. Superman is an inherently right-wing concept. He is super as a man. Fit, strong, white male. He is, okay. He was created by two Jewish men that intended him to be a golem kind of figure. He was called Champion of the Oppressed. In his third issue ever, he traps a mine owner so he feels what the workers he exploited felt, and he beats a wife beater in his first issue ever. They literally voted for tariffs to lower inflation. That's how dumb they are. We don't import food. We import almost $200 billion worth of food every year. Seriously? Did you not even bother to look this up first? Forget about immigration for 1 second. The biggest threat to our country, our freedom, and humanity in the unchecked power of technocrat billionaires who have God complexes, access to defense contracts and openly declare war against dissenters. This should freak you out. Yeah, it's almost like us godless communist scum were onto something. The very existence of a bronze healthcare plan should horrify us. The idea of tiers of healthcare, which is about healing people, is literally the same thing as tiers of people. If you believe that all people are created equal, then all people should have equal healthcare, and that means Medicare for all. It's funny, because I just barely got a tax credit to have affordable healthcare. I finally, in February, will have health insurance. Officially, for the first time in about 3-4 years now, I want to say, which has greatly exacerbated my health problems. And what I mean by that is my anxiety about my health. Every little thing has freaked me out and made me think, oh shit, I'm gonna die. That's just been my life the last 3-4 years. I'm finally getting a plan. And guess what? It's called bronze. It's called bronze because, well, that's just what I could afford with a several $100 tax credit to make it actually affordable. Hope I don't get a bill for that at the end of the year. Your tiny truck would break the frame with this much load in the rear. Better go charge your battery and watch. There is no way a guy with a Cybertruck genuinely tried to call out other truck owners for their wimpy dimpy dipshit trucks. Because baby, didn't someone bust the actual frame of one of those things? I mean, sure, he was putting it through some pretty crazy paces, I think, because, I mean, come on, he was getting wild with it. But that's not supposed to happen with any truck. Broke people are usually very low class, have extremely bad manners, have zero etiquette, and no class at all whatsoever. Broke people will buy you a drink with $20 in their bank account and say, don't worry about it. And rich people will Venmo request you for $1.25. I've always wondered about that. If we have any rich folks, I'm talking like you got millions up your ass rich folks, right? That watch EmKay. If you're here right now, do you do this? Please tell me you're not the type to do this. If you got a few mil in the bank and you're living comfortably and you're doing well, you better not have a fucking list of Zach owes me $1.83. My mom owes me $23, but you better not have that shit. And if you do have it, erase it right the fuck now. Erase it and forget about it. Wipe that bullshit dead clean, brother. How much you want to bet there is somebody right now who's got $100 million about to type, son of a bitch, I've been watching EmKay my whole life. No one should expect a living wage working in fast food. If you can't afford to pay your workers enough to live on, you shouldn't be running a business. True. I love that. No one should expect a living wage working in fast food. So what do we do there then? Wake up Washington? No, what do we do? What are you saying here? That they should be homeless and working full-time so that you can get a burger? What exactly are you saying? And what's your solution to the issue? Billionaire Larry Ellison says a vast AI-fueled surveillance system can ensure citizens will be on their best behavior. Capitalism is everything it warned communism was going to be. I love that. Citizens will be on their best behavior. These people don't think of themselves as citizens alongside the rest of us. They think of themselves as a different species above you and I. They legitimately think that way. Taylor Swift spotted wearing a $32,000 diamond Cartier watch. That is how you say it, right? The level of hypocrisy here is remarkable. Exactly. She is always telling people not to wear expensive watches. It's what she's best known for. Yeah, crazy. Whatever, man. His wife commented on his post, "Your wife is a genius. You should listen to her. You're biased due to the fact that you're my wife."